Hello, and many thanks for joining us on Daybreak Sport. I'm Boluwaji Ogumola. Quite a lot to talk about on the show this morning. Let's kickstart from the Nigerian Premier Football League from the camp of Rivers United, where their general manager, Dr. Okey has urged the players and officials of the club to remain conscious of the task ahead following the conclusion of the Nigerian Premier Football League season 2024-2025. Well, the Pride of Rivers finished second to book a place in the Champions League come next season. Paluku expressed gratitude to the players and thanked the crew for picking a continental ticket. Recall that the Pride of Rivers United last played on the continent back in the 2023-2024 MPFL season. Yes, 2023-2024 league season here in Africa. Well, from there, let's cross to London this morning and talk about the Unity Cup Invitational Tournament holding at the G-Tech Community Stadium in West London, where we had the first semi-final game played yesterday, and it was a victorious outing for the Reggae Boys of Jamaica. 3-2, they won that encounter, and it was a stoppage time penalty for the Jamaicans yesterday. 3-2, that game ended. Let me inform you that the second semi-final of the tournament is billed for today, later this evening, and it's between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Ghanaian counterparts. Well, let me inform you that the winner of the Ghana-Nigeria game holding today will face the winner of this tie. And of course, the winner of this tie that we saw yesterday, and that's Jamaica. Of course, it promises to be electrifying. Well, talking about the Nigerian game, and there you have it on your screen, the much anticipated encounter rekindles a 74-year rivalry steeped in history, passion and pride as the three-time African champions, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and four-time winners, Ghana's Black Star, will light up the competition as the Unity Cup Invitational Tournament later on today. And I must confirm to you that Tolu Arokodare joined up with the squad yesterday to raise the number to 23 players up for this particular encounter. Don't forget the last time that Nigeria played Ghana, it was a 2-1 victory for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and in that game, we actually ended an 18-year winless run against the Black Stars of Ghana, courtesy of goals from Cyril Dessers and Ademola Lookman. Now, for this game, the big boys are not invited for this one. Ademola Lookman is not taking part in this one. Victor Osimhen is not taking part in this one. Victor Boniface is also somewhere in Ondo State enjoying his holidays. But then, we have others, led by Samuel Chukwueze, set to face Ghana later today. And let's go straight to the camp of, before we go to the camp of the Ghanaians, let's take this thought of Ahmed Musa, who is making a return to the squad. He is the captain of the team and is excited to be back with the Super Eagles. Let's listen to him speaking after yesterday's training session.
I'm very happy to be back. For me, it has been a long time, but I don't think there's any difference. So we'll just wait and see the day of the game to see what's going to happen. As you can see, a lot of home-based team boys in the team. As you can see, like the coach, I think he watched a lot of games of the Nigeria League. So I feel very happy for them. So let's see what can happen in the game. Yeah, we know that a lot of Nigerians are, I would say they are very disappointed in the Super Eagles, but I will always call on them to just keep on supporting us because that is what we need right now. Their support will make a very impact for us.
Well, they listened to Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa expressing his delight, of course, following his return to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and of course, confirming Nigeria's disappointment following outstar last time out, and of course, how we've been, pursuing World Cup qualification. Well, we'll talk about the World Cup qualification later on because we'll return later on this year. But let's go to the camp of the Ghanaians this morning, where the GFA has confirmed that Thomas Partey, Mohamed Kudus, Antonio Semenyo, and Kamaldeen Suleiman will miss the Unity Cup tie with the Super Eagles today. The GFA disclosed that Kudus, Suleiman, Ernest Nuama, Elisha Owusu, and Semenyo are recovering from minor injuries. Also sidelined with injuries are Abdul Manaf Nuruddin, Abdul Mumin, Tariq, and a number of players are also out of the squad to face the Super Eagles later on today. And of course, you want to say that that's a major chance and opportunity for Super Eagles. We keep our fingers crossed and see how things pan out. The game will be played later tonight at 7 p.m. and you can still lock on Dominion Television as we'll be beaming the game live to your screen. Just visit Dominion, www.dominion.org.ng to enjoy the game later on this evening. Well, from there, let's talk about continental football, where the Confederation of African Football and Local Organizing Committee have announced the match venues for the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations. For the first time, 6 venues will be used for the biennial tournament. Well, the venues are the Olympic Stadium in Rabat, Labi Zoli Stadium in Casablanca, Jere Pego Stadium in Casablanca as well, the El Bachir Stadium in Mohamedou, Honor Stadium in Oujda, and the Berkane Stadium in Berkane, all in Morocco. Morocco will actually host the WAFCON 2024 finals from the 5th of July to the 26th of July 2025. South Africa won the last edition of the competition, which was held, which was also hosted by Morocco. Nighttime champions, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, are drawn in Group B with Botswana, Tunisia, and Algeria. Let's leave the African continent this morning and cross over to the Middle East, where our Nassr forward Cristiano Ronaldo has clinched a second successive Golden Boot award in the Saudi Pro League. Ronaldo was on target again as they rounded off their season with a 3-2 defeat of Al Fateh. The goal took the 40-year-old Ronaldo's tally to 25 goals for the campaign. In total, Ronaldo scored 35 times across all competitions, and of course the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner registered 35 league goals in 2023-2024 season to claim top scorers honors last season. Now this season, Ronaldo finished the campaign 2 goals clear of Ivan Toney that plays for Al Hilal, who also scored 23 goals in his debut season. Ronaldo's former teammate Karim Benzema netted 21 times for title winners, that's Al Ittihad, of course, in the Saudi Arabian League. And after their league game on Sunday, Ronaldo dropped a cryptic message, it's passing a message to those who understand. Probably that's the end of his football, not a career, football in Saudi Arabia. Of course, we'll keep our fingers crossed and continue to update you. Let's leave the Middle East. Let's get straight to Europe this morning, and it's the camp of FC Barcelona, where Lamine Yamal has signed a new 6-year contract with FC Barcelona following a breakout season in which he helped the Catalan club win a domestic treble. The 17-year-old Spain winger's existing deal was set to expire at the end of the 2025-2026 season, but his contract was renewed, of course, and he will stay at Barcelona till 2031. All right, let's move straight to a bigger competition this morning, and that's the Europa Conference League. Don't forget, last time out, we had the Europa League finals where Tottenham defeated Manchester United to be crowned champions of the Europa League. And the third tier of European club football is the Conference League, and it's between Real Betis and Chelsea Football Club. They will do battle tonight in the Conference League finals after granting themselves a place in next season's Champions League. The Blues can cap off an impressive campaign under Enzo Maresca by completing the set in terms of European trophy. Don't forget, twice the Blues have won the Champions League. They've also won the Europa League, and they are looking to complete it by winning the Conference League later on tonight. But then they have to get past Real Betis tonight. Fingers crossed, we'll see how things pan out. They've always been favorites to win this competition since the start of the season. Let's see if they'll be able to cap it off and ensure that another English team wins an European club competition this season. Well, from there, let's cross over to the world of tennis and talk about the French Open, the second Grand Slam of the year. That's the Roland Garros, where Novak Djokovic began his latest bid for a record-extending 25th Grand Slam singles title with a commanding win over Mackenzie McDonald, 6-3, 6-3. Novak Djokovic won that game. Well, that was not the only game we saw yesterday. We saw many other games. The likes of Alexander Zverev also through to the next round. And, of course, a number of games to also look forward to later on today. Yes, Rublev also went through, of course, yesterday. You can see that on the screen right beside me. Of course, Gilmorphins also went through as well. Same as, games. A lot of games will be played later on today. And, of course, trust us for updates later tomorrow on Daybreak Sport. Let's cross over to the NBA this lovely morning, talking about the conference finals. And there you have on your screen with the Pacers, Indiana Pacers. They are now 3-1 ahead in their conference finals, following their 130 to 121 point victory. And it was Tyrese Haliburton who did the magic for Pacers in the early hours of today with 32 points, of course, 12 rebounds, 15 assists to ensure that they are now 3-1 ahead in the best of 7 finals. So let's take a look at the bracket this morning. Yes, it's now 3-1 in favor of Oklahoma City Thunders over the Minnesota Timberwolves. They will have their game 5 later tonight. And in the Eastern Conference is the Pacers, who are 3-1 ahead of the New York Knicks. And that's sport this lovely morning. We're back tomorrow.